Hello, this is Dennis with A1 Telephone Service and Repair, A1 Electronics. You can reach us on the web at www.a1-telephone.com, and you can also reach us at 618-235-6959. Today I want to show you a really cool Art Deco style telephone. This is an A&E Monophone, and this is Paul's telephone from California. And it's just a really cool telephone. It's in very good condition, but it has some issues that we're going to take care of. We're going to try to save his original line cord and put a modular port plug on his original line cord to be able to save that. And then we also want to repair his handset cord and replace that. That's in pretty bad shape. This kind of gives you a look at what this telephone looks like. This is the initial checkout. He's got a really nice dial center card here. I'll kind of show it to you. Just a very cool telephone. I have the body off here. We're going to go ahead and show you the inside of this. It gives you kind of a look at how they made it. And we also have an original schematic here, and we're going to leave that tucked in where it was at, so we're not going to bother that. So it's just a very cool telephone. Another issue that we want to get to is the rotary is not working in this telephone. It's not returning. So basically what we'll do is we'll go ahead and get that straightened out. We'll get a new handset cord on it. We'll get his line cord straightened out. We want to make sure it's wired properly, and we want to make sure that the bell circuit is proper. Another thing I want to show you on this telephone is they have a handle here. It's metal, and that's how they would pick it up. So it's just a very cool Art Deco style telephone. Paul has a really nice telephone here, and he's lucky to have this. This is in very good condition, and it's just a really sweet telephone. Very cool. So we're going to take a short break now, and we're going to start on this telephone, and we'll try to get some more video of this as we're moving along into the repair process. So we'll be right back. Okay, we're back now, and we're kind of in the middle of the process of repairing this telephone. And in the earlier part of the video, we showed that the handset cord needed to be replaced, and so that has been replaced now. That's a hardwired cord like it was originally. So that's new, and that's replaced. Another issue that we took care of was the rotary. It was sluggish and it was sticking, so when we dialed it, it was just stuck where we ended up on the dial. So that's been cleaned, oiled, and adjusted now, and that's been taken care of. One of the final issues is to install a modular port plug on the original line cord of this telephone, and we'll be in the process of doing that as soon as we take a break from this part of the video. We've also went through all the connections and checked them and tightened anything that needed to be tightened or resoldered. So we've been through the whole phone. Now what we want to do is I want to go ahead and I want to just set the cover back on, because what we want to do is we want to do some checks with our rotary. We know now that the rotary is turning, and there is a really exceptional number plate on this telephone on the rotary dial. The numbers are in very good condition, and a lot of times what happens with these is the red lettering or the letters get worn off, and this one's a little dirty. It just needs to be cleaned up, but it's in perfect condition basically. None of the letters are faded and none of the numbers are faded, so it's just an exceptionally great finger plate. And so that's the number plate. So that's in really good shape. So what we want to do here now is we want to get some dial tone, Give you some dial tone there. We want to dial a 2, because what I want to do is I want to transmit into this handset. So if you watch this red light here, every time that red light lights when I'm modulating, that's an indication of 100% modulation on transmit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, hello, hello. So we know that telephone handset with a new handset cord is working properly. And that's finished up. Another issue was when we would dial this telephone, it just would stay. I think we dialed it to about there and it just stuck. And then it slowly over time just kind of barely almost returned. So we went through the rotary and repaired everything. So now what we want to do is we want to check the rotary. So if you watch the analyzer, you'll watch the numbers rack off. I'm going to end in a 2, and then I want to do that one more time. Give you some dial tone. And then we'll walk through our numbers one more time. And I'm going to end in a 2. And I'll transmit one more time into the handset. So you can see that red light there on the analyzer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hello, hello. So we know this telephone is in working condition now, and that we're one step away from repairing this telephone by putting a modular port plug on the handset line cord. And then what we're going to do is we're going to do all of our final checks. And this is just a really cool telephone. It's got the Art Deco style, and you got your ringer slots here in the side. It's just a very, very cool, unique telephone. A&E made a really nice telephone here with these monophones. So basically, we're going to go ahead and take a break from the video, and we're going to start our final part of the repair, and we'll take care of that, and then we'll do our final checks. We'll be right back. Okay, we're back now, and we're finished up with everything on this telephone now, and we're ready to do some of our final checks. And I have the body off the telephone because I wanted to show the bells ringing, and we're going to go ahead and do that right now on the final checks. I'll let that go a few times. We'll give it one more. Give you some dial tone. And then we'll go ahead and reinstall our body here. This telephone's in very good condition, and Paul's got a keeper here. So we'll go ahead and reinstall the body here. Give you a little look at the telephone. Just a very cool Art Deco style telephone. Give you some dial tone. Like before, we'll walk through our numbers. I like to check these telephones out. We're going to end in a 2. We're going to go ahead and transmit into the handset again. Every time that red light lights, that's 100% modulation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hello, hello. So now what we can do is we can move the line cord, which we saved, the original line cord, and installed a modular port plug on it. We can move that over to a regular line. Give you some dial tone. And we'll go ahead and call a time and temp number.
Good evening. Offenburg St. Clair Auto Mall with 5 new car lines at one location in O'Fallon. Offenburg.com. Today is Tuesday, August 7th. The time is 10:36. Current temperature 85 degrees. Now the Belleville area weather forecast. Mostly clear tonight, lows in the upper 60s. Partly cloudy on Wednesday. 20% chance of a shower and a thunderstorm. Highs in the mid-90s.
Okay. We can call one other number. We'll call my number, and it'll be busy. Goose and dial tone. Okay, now that we know that this telephone is repaired, we can get this telephone back to Paul and he can enjoy it. This is just a really cool A&E Monophone, and it doesn't get much better than this. These are really nice telephones, and he's got a great example of one in very good condition here. And it's a keeper, and he's lucky to have this. It's just a very nice telephone and very unique. You don't see them a whole lot. They're out there, but there's not that many of them. This is Dennis with A1 Telephone Service and Repair, A1 Electronics. You can reach us on the web at www.a1-telephone.com, and you can also reach us at 618-235-6959. This is Paul's telephone from California, A&E Monophone. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.